So if you haven't done a 100-miler, you're planning on one, it's on your list of to-dos this year, whatever, some tips. So start well before. So like last night, I had a big pasta dinner, pretty heavy. I did elbow noodles, fried some chicken to go in there with it, some mushrooms, onions, but plenty of carbs. Load up, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So drink as much as you can. I drank enough that I had to get up a couple times during the night to use the bathroom. So know that I'm good and hydrated. Obviously, clear urine, and then the next morning get up and at least 90 minutes, if not, 2.5 hours before we get carbs in for breakfast. For me, I like oatmeal. I did the Kodiak Power oatmeal with it's high in protein, but it also has 37 grams of carbs per packet. I did 3 packets of those, so that's a lot of food. So get the carbs in early, get them into your system, give them time before you take off. And then you want to get a good early start in the summer. It's hot, and so it's a little chilly here today. It's 54 degrees, but we can. We can manage with that. It'll warm up as soon as the sun gets up, but get out, get a good start. The heat of the day, if you start 10, 11 o'clock, you're going to be out there, depending on how fast you ride, 5, 6 hours. At 2 o'clock here, it's going to be really hot, and that's where you're going to be depleted of fluids and everything. So let's take a look at the route. So the route I've put together for us, we start here at my house just outside of Clarksville. It's going to be a little hilly at the beginning, but we're going to spin easy. Ideally, don't pick a super hilly route if this is your first one. Try to stay flat, but we're going to get out of here and avoid the main roads, we're going to do a little bit of hills. So we'll start here off of Highway 12 in Clarksville, go down to Hickory Point, and we're going to go essentially down to the Cumberland River. There's a couple of climbs in there, then down along the river, and then this is a pretty good climb up and out. We're going to go straight up to downtown Fredonia. So Fredonia, we'll hook over and go to Oak Plains. We're working our way southeast now, and so from Oak Plains Road, we'll go up and hook down to exit 19 on I-24. We'll cross over the interstate and immediately turn back south, go just a little bit south, and then we're gonna head back northeast all the way past Coopertown up to here. When we get there, we're gonna turn and totally change this thing and head back toward Elkton, Kentucky. So we start heading up, turn, go to Cedar Hill. From Cedar Hill, there's a store there. We'll stop there and get refills on our bottles and whatever we need. A couple of options there, and then bam, these are all just farm country roads. We'll head on up. We're going to Keysburg, where we're working our way to, cross the Red River there, up to Highway 161, and then we'll go up to Keysburg. From Keysburg, we're gonna go up to, let me reduce this out a little bit. From Keysburg, we're heading to Allensville. It's a tiny little town, just a little farming town spot in the road. We'll cross over Highway 79. We're in Kentucky now, and we're headed to Elkton. When we get to Elkton, we'll go into a store there as well, refuel. It'll be good and warm by then. We'll want fresh bottles, and we got a good little haul from there until we get to the next opportunity. So we head from Elkton, we'll double back and head back south. We're headed to Guthrie, but we got an option here. When we get right here, this is a 102-mile route. If we want more, at this point, we'll make a decision. We could go over to Trenton, Kentucky, and from Trenton, just loop back around to Clarksville. That'll get us about 122, 125. If not, and everybody says, let's head on back, then we'll just continue down. We'll go to Guthrie. We get to Guthrie, we got options there to refuel if we need it. If not, we'll continue down, hit Port Royal Road, go through Port Royal, down to 76, and then over to Trough Springs. Trough Springs down, we'll go over to Dixie B, cross back under 24 at that point, and then just across Highway 41 and jump on Albright into Shady Grove. Shady Grove will take us down to Highway 12 again, and Highway 12 back up the hill to the house there. That route will get us 102.7 miles. So, and like I said, it's a little bit of climbing in the beginning, but we'll go easy in the big ring. So if I zoom out, that's kind of what she looks like. Let me move the map. It won't hardly fit on there, but that's about it. And Nashville's just down here, so should be a fun morning. So I'm buying time, actually, for the sun to come up. But this is the key to success right here. This is, all right, if you're doing your first century, you start with Walmart frosted sugar cookies. Look, these are even patriotic. It's too low. No. Why is that camera at such an angle? Josh.
No.
All right, I'm in. This is the one day I can eat this and not feel guilty.
You can get yours.
It's poison. I can't do it. It's poison.
See,
I'm gluten free.
He's weak. He's weak, and he's gonna bonk. This right here, when we're not bonking and he's bonking, sugar cookie.
Which probably will happen.
Sugar cookie.
I could lick off the frosting, maybe.
I'm gonna have to.
You could do a tad of
no. I could do like a sacrament size.
I want, for the record, I'm not liable. If he eats this and
I'm not.
If he
I'm
goes
not
into anaphylactic shock or something, I'm not responsible.
There's a problem with this cookie. That is not going to have a problem with the cookie. That's not going to have a problem with the cookie. Look at what I got here. There's plenty of cookies already on board.
Cookie Monster, and I don't mean Phil Guyman. He's annoying. I don't think this is allowed. I don't think this is what you're supposed to be doing. Don't turn too far.
I'm just looking at the bushes. What are you doing?
So fuel. We were telling stories, or Josh was telling stories, and I was not drinking because I was laughing at his stories. So we're a little over an hour in, hour 12, 1,150 feet of climbing. So the climbing's out of the way now. It was all in the first 6 or 7 miles, and we're 20 miles in, so cruising. It'll get a little faster from here because it's flatter, but gel time. Sometimes criminals come out to meet you in the middle of a ride.
That's true.
Of course, this one's an attorney, but kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Same difference.
All right, sage advice for your first century.
For me,
Red
I prefer
Bull.
the Celsius.
Red Bull. That's it, boys.